Hi there, yep, it's the great and glorious Nickdutch here, just to say hello and tell you a bit more about tarot reading. Essentially what the service is really about in reality, rather than maybe some of the things that you may have thought tarot reading is really about. Sure, there are various different levels of tarot reading that you can get. There's the shorter, more affordable ones, which are, it can just be a yes-no session if you'd like, in which you just ask your reader a simple question and the reader will provide you with a simple, straightforward answer. They can be done for pleasure, for entertainment, for recreation, and just to make you, or just to perk you up. They're a great treat, and I would say very inexpensive, and also quite good for you psychologically speaking. However, they're not something that you should be living your life by. The more in-depth readings, which I also do, would involve areas of life that are emotional or affect the mind, affect the behavior or performance, including but not exclusively issues relating to perspective. So this can be very useful in a number of different areas of your life, including your family life, your working life, your social life, and of course recreation. And some people even have readings for how they actually get on and interact with the family pets. Now, as far as the types of assistance that the reader can provide, obviously a tarot reading is not just turning over a few cards and seeing what turns up and providing the answer. That can be a part of the reading that can break the ice, that can get the conversation starting to flow. Essentially, from a psychic point of view, a reading is like a form of two-way prayer in which the answer is posed in the reader's mind, then some of the symbols which turn up in the apparently random format of the reading itself will add to or provide some extra meaning which can be added to the consultation. A good quality reader is a person with some life experience, good quality ability to think, to reason, to break down ideas, and to provide you with a different variety of perspectives, so that you can essentially make up your own mind based upon evidence which you can give the reader. It's similar to a counseling service, however a tarot reader is much freer to be able to speak very directly and to assist the client to be able to, in a short space of time, develop a completely different perspective on whichever problem the client is facing. So we can go into the social skills in the workplace. We can have a look at job applications. When we're talking about the world of work, we can also talk about how you deal emotionally with being laid off, how you deal with periods of unemployment, and also tactics for adjusting to new jobs, and of course job advancement if you're in a good career. We also deal with relationship issues, which are a main part of the tarot service. As I say, a tarot reading is not just turning over the cards and seeing what turns up. Okay, that is a part of it, but that's not the whole service. Everything else is to do with the mind of the reader themselves and how they can actually help you with their personality, their knowledge, their skills, and a wide variety of other different things. When we're thinking about relationships, it could be something in your marriage, it could be some form of agreement or disagreement which is going on. It could be something to do with a relationship which is either breaking up, or maybe you're going through a divorce situation, or maybe you're someone who's single and is looking for the right quality of person for yourself. So as a reader, we can help you to find what you're looking for, whether it's a decision between two different people, how you should approach, and how you're steering your current relationship forward. Okay, so a wide variety of different methods can be deployed. Now, when you've come to the decision that you would like to see whether you can get benefit from a tarot reading, there are two different ways of going about the whole process. The first one is you find a psychic of your choice. The word psychic does not mean someone who has the full knowledge of the complete universe. It means essentially someone who is sensitive and has some understanding of the mind. Okay, that's what the word means in practical reality. However, we do know that in our readings, other stuff just does come through and can be of use to yourself. So, the first method, as I say, is to find a psychic of your choice and to straightforward approach them and buy the service. The second method is to place a request via an appropriate agency and wait for the psychics to respond. Now, if you're looking for a quick solution, then it's best just to find the psychic of your choice and then just to go straight forward and buy the service. If you would like to maybe have a more considered opinion, some online services, for instance, allow you to have a short period of time which is free prior to actually going ahead with the full reading. Okay? And the second method is to place a request and wait for psychics to respond. Now, this is a lengthier process because first you've got to, top up the online account and then type something into a message board, and which will then notify all the psychics within that particular field of knowledge and or expertise. Okay, and they will then reply, so that you can then select over a period of however many days you want before you make your final decision which particular psychic you want to buy the services from. Now, if you decided the former method, the first method of finding a psychic of your choice, naturally I'd like to promote my own services. I'm sure I'd be a bit of an idiot if I didn't. My name is Nickdutch. My website is nickdutch.co.uk. And yes, there is a way on nickdutch.co.uk, if you click on the tarot button at the top, that will take you to a page where you can start the reading for free, and then a few minutes into the session you can then choose to hire or not, and that's via the button which says live person on it. Okay, and the other method is to go via the telephone, which has a small call me now button on it. I am very, very cheap. The reason for this is not just the fact the economy is bad, but it's because if I'm offering a service which I feel is better than that of a counsellor, I think it's best that you can actually get the same quality or better quality of service at a much cheaper rate, which is why the maximum I'm charging at the moment is just 79 cents per minute. So a 10-minute consultation is $7.90. Not a lot of money, alright? It's for 10 whole minutes worth. Often if you're buying a service direct from a counsellor, you might be buying a whole hour. But tarot readings are generally shorter, more to the point, much more direct, and is there to focus on the issue and sort it out for you. Alright, now if you want to use the second method, which is when you want to make a decision on the basis of a number of psychics' different replies, there is of course bespoke-group.com/freelance, and I'll leave a link, I'm not sure if it's that side or that side, which you can then click on, which will take you to either nickdutch.co.uk where you can talk to me personally, or it'll take you to bespoke-group.com/freelance full of freelance psychics who are spiritual people in the real world, who will all be able to help you with your requests. Okay? And you negotiate prices with them. Alright. So, that's given you a bit of an overview of what a tarot reading can do, what a tarot reading can do for yourself. Many people report them being much more efficient in the workplace, being much more efficient in relationships, and essentially the benefit is to calm down any negative emotional energy, to reduce stress, to reduce any anger, frustration, intolerance, aggression, and to help you by focusing on what's important, focusing on what's real rather than what isn't. So that's two great reasons. So I'm available for both telephone and internet chat and email readings, and I'll also be available via bespoke-group.com/freelance for any of your freelance psychic requests. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye.